We had heard some time ago from the CDC that if zero action were taken, which, by the way, nobody was advocating for nothing to be done, we may have seen deaths in the millions in the United States, but that with the actions, if we took them, the numbers would be in the 100 to 240,000 range, roughly. That's what the evidence indicated if we do the right things. The president then started touting much lower numbers, and now there appear to be some reports indicating that we're back at looking at maybe 120 or 130,000 people dying as a result of this. What's going on with this? Again, I guess I have to ask, what's the benefit of not working with the data on the numbers? Because that does seem to be informing some of the decision making about opening up.
Yeah, you have to work with the data. I mean, recall when those numbers were initially downward adjusted, it was because experts, including Dr. Birx, during one of those coronavirus briefings, explained that it was based on the actions being taken. It was based on the social distancing policies. It was based on the stay-at-home orders. It was based on what we saw, a ramp up of testing. If all of those things don't take place, and certainly now that we're seeing localities and states begin to reopen, those things get modified. And so it's sort of you can see a direct correlation between those two. And there's also a lag. Remember, we're going to be seeing in the next couple of weeks a lot of increase in the number of morbidity and number of deaths, even as you see the new cases start to level off and drop. So all of this data, it all relates, which is why you hear from experts who say, look, we really need to wait until we see some real movement in the numbers before taking action to reopen. You hear that from some governors. Governors in New York and Massachusetts are being very careful not to reopen until they see, even if they've seen, they've plateaued in those places, but until they see a drop. The fear is that by dropping some of these procedures, you are going to see a rise that'll be more difficult to stop the next time around.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.